Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing? Can't wait. I see there's some confusion about the chapter. Well, I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. You see, the whole One Piece scans scene was shaken up a few months ago. Okay? Little history, right? For a long time, it was only TCB, and they've been great. You know, they've been releasing on time, really high quality scans, even providing like additional chapter notes, and they're still fantastic. But a few months ago, a new scan group called OP Scans popped up, and they started releasing like a whole day early, right? And at first it was kind of janky. It was pretty like this quality was bad. They weren't filling as much information in. You know, the website's janky. Even to this day is still a little shaky. But a lot of people, myself included, started reading them once like their quality started upping up, because they were releasing like a whole like 36 hours early sometimes. So it was like, hey, I want to read One Piece, so I'm gonna read that first, then I'm gonna read TCB, then I'm gonna read the Viz when it comes out on Sunday, just to make sure I got everything correct. Well, ladies and gentlemen, lo and behold, a third scan group has popped up this week. That's right, we are at an all-timer. We are at an all-timer in terms of scan wars. It's called OP Chapters. They've released a chapter even earlier than OP Scans, and the streets are saying the quality is TCB level. Okay, I have not read the chapter yet, but it's been good. It's been good vibes for this new scan group so far. Okay, I did click on the link to make sure it worked, and it worked instantaneously. Okay, so the website's already better. OP Scans probably is gonna drop sometime soon while we're streaming, so we can always check out their stuff when it comes out. See how the translation holds up across two different ones. Of course, I'm still gonna read TCB when they drop tomorrow, and the Viz when it drops on Sunday. But the chapter's out, people. I'm gonna drop the link to their Twitter, so you guys can check it out as well. Read the chapter along with me. We could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's why we are here super early today on a Wednesday, before OP Scans has even dropped, a whole like 18 to 20 hours, 24 hours before TCB is even out. But there's the Twitter to OP Scans. You can go check them out. They've tweeted the link there. I'm gonna pin that to the top, so we don't get constant questions there. And if anybody else asks for the link, just tell them, hey, look up, stupid. All right, if they're too dumb to look up at the top pinned link at the top of the chat and they're still asking for the chapter, we don't gotta be nice. Just tell them, look up, stupid. All right, there's the rule, people. There's the rule. But how's everybody doing? Teddy, good to see you, bro. Nigel, good to see you, bro. TCB fell. They didn't fall off. They're just sticking to their thing. Their quality, I'm guessing, is probably still the best. All right, if OP Chapters is what the streets are saying and their quality is actually the same as TCB, then everybody's in trouble, okay? Everybody's in trouble if they're releasing this fast and their quality holds up. Kuya, what's up, man? How's everybody doing? God Lotus, shouts out to you. You're the one that told me, hey, the quality is pretty good, bro. Braun breaks the record and loss. It was a good day. That was iconic, man. I hope everybody had a chance to check out that Lakers game yesterday. Even as a Celtics fan, I'm saying this. That was just a really cool moment to witness history. They stopped the whole fucking game in like the third quarter. This shit's always hilarious. I remember watching Brady break the all-time yards record. They did the same thing in the football game. It's always just funny watching that shit happen, where like they're just in the middle of the game and they fucking just stopped the whole game. This was crazier than Brady. I think they just stopped for a second, had a moment for him to celebrate, and then left, and then continued the game. They just stopped it, had a whole ass ceremony. Like, shit was funny as hell. But yeah, iconic moment. Dope to actually witness it happen live. But yeah, that being said, people, I'm not gonna hold things up for too long. I'm gonna put the headphones on, get immersed into the scene, and let's get into this chapter. Last chapter, we you know, Egghead's been going crazy as always. We had a Gorosei member, Saint J Garcia, show up last chapter. And this chapter, I don't know what's gonna happen. We need more information on Kuma. All sorts of different things are happening. So I'm excited. Let's get right into this and not wait any longer. Okay. One Piece chapter 1074. It is titled Mark III. Okay. Don't know what that means. We got the cover page right here. Still continuing with the fight between the three evils of the Mads and Emotionless Voyage. Yep. Eternal War number 2. The Dangerous Trio. Interesting. So this is where I'm guessing like where the Mads start to break up, right? Like these three are like really like starting to like go head to head. I'm guessing the Mads' internal conflicts are coming to surface. I'm guessing that's like what it's referring to here. And yeah, it looks like that's where it's heading. I wonder if we're gonna get more information on like what happened to them. I know what happened to them afterwards, like eventually, but I wonder if like we'll see like Queen start to meet Kaido and like Judge starting up his own thing, and like Caesar here is really only like a teenager. I believe he's supposed to be like 9, maybe not even a teenager, like 9-10 years old. So the fact that he's duking it out with these two is actually pretty impressive. All right, but let's get into the chapter here. Okay, Egghead, Fabio phase. The one stand, yeah, the quality so far, the scan quality just by itself looks good. The one standing in the way aren't you Marine soldiers? Don't let the government's weapons stand in our way. Okay, so yep, we're continuing with the fight here. How dare you, our comrades? Huh, wait a minute, hold on. So, what the hell? Am I tripping? That's the Seraphim, right? Okay, I got super confused. There's too many Kumas, man. There's one at Marie Joie, one at Egghead, and like there's so many pacifistas. I was just like trying to figure out which one this was. So it's been break week got me shook up, but we got the Seraphim now fighting against the world government because the Vegapunks came down and started commanding them. It's not looking good for the world government agents, especially after Stussy turned out to be a vampire on the other team. Obviously, this guy's trying to fight the Seraphims. That shit's not gonna work. Okay, he's using like a bubble power. Wow, just gets him out of there. Yeah, what is that ability? So he doesn't have Kuma's paw fruit. It's called a bubble shield. So this is the strongest shield. Yeah, so it is a pacifista. Yeah, that's what I thought. Marine, yeah, it's not S-Bear. So he's got another pacifista. Yeah, see, there's too many fucking Kumas, bro. Got me all confused. So this is another pacifista, a newer one, I guess. Marine scientific, yeah, pacifista. And this is the strongest shield that Vegapunk. Yo, Vegapunk is OP, man. He's just out here inventing just stronger and stronger weapons. Do not resist. Move to Factory B. So now all these pacifistas are popping up now. I wonder how many of these there are out here on this island. It says 41, so I'm guessing there's at least another 40 of them. Maybe not here, but it surpasses the prototype using. So it's the Mark III. Okay, yeah. We're not even talking Seraphims. Like Vegapunk is loaded, bro. If he has control of all of these things, which I imagine like he probably put something in there. Right, he had to. Vegapunk, hey, I don't know if he'll survive this arc, but this man, we might have to consider putting him in top 30 just because of all of the weapons he has. Everyone surrender now or we'll be killed. So yeah, things are getting under control now. Not looking good for the world government. Who in the world gave orders to it? The pacifistas shouldn't be able to act on their own. Apprehending now, yeah. Oh, snap. Okay, Sentomaru. He is apparently the most defensive man in the world. Still fine, but like we expected this, right? Like there was no way Sentomaru was gonna die. Like not, especially not Luffy bugging out with his like goofy eyes, Gear 5 goofy eyes, witnessing Sentomaru down bad and then just left his ass. Fabio, don't move. You open up your wound. Ha ha. What day off this turned out to be. Are the pacifistas doing their job well? Looks like something happened here. Okay, so there's some of the citizens, I'm guessing, working with Sentomaru. The Frontier Dome got closed, and I can't contact old man Punk. Well, he's on his way out, it looks like. Is that... Who's that bunny in the back? Yo, Carrot got lost, bro. All the Carrot fans, there she is in the background. Carrot's back, there you go. Leave it to me, we'll definitely get him off this island. Well, now he has to, right? Because if Vegapunk dies now, that's like on Luffy. I don't know if Luffy could take an L like that at this point. We'll see. The Dendamushi's now going off. What I'm worried about is the fact that the Marines are repeatedly contacting us without realizing it. I'm also considered a rebel now. Yeah, what is Sentomaru? Are they just gonna get arrested and then, you know, like put into prison? Because like he's not leaving with them. We also still need the background on like how they were discovered. Do they have you know, connections to Wano? So I will just do as I please. Okay, yeah, so he's just gonna do his... Oh, okay, yeah. They got a lot of these pacifistas. Beep, beep, yeah. All 50 pacifistas Mark III move out. Yeah, the people are in trouble. You think they could fight off the Marines? 50 pacifistas, the Seraphim. Well, now that the Gorosei guy here is here, they can't really control the Seraphim anymore. So I guess that's the problem. But like 50 pacifistas plus the Straw Hats versus Kizaru and 5 warships? I don't know. I think they could put up a proper fight. But the Seraphims is the X factor there. Alright, so the order they're giving, he's giving them now. Straw Hat Luffy will let Dr. Vegapunk board his ship. The mission is to make sure they depart safely. Understood. The Marines' movements are strange. Keep a lookout on the coast. Well, you got 5 warships coming up. Hey, wait, let us out. Okay, so they got put in prison. Something will surely occur on this island. Make sure your creator escapes this island at all costs. Okay, we're like, it feels like we're really nearing the climax here. Now we're going back to the Labo phase. By the way, translation so far, not a single weird sentence, not a single like random like Japanese translation thrown in there. At least while I'm reading this, everything seems fine. I'm sure there's maybe some specifics that could get touched up, but so far the reading experience has been great. What do you mean they're not here? They have to be within the Labo, right? Right, so Bonnie and Vegapunk are still missing. That's really going to be the issue that slows things down so this confrontation happens, I'm guessing. I'm beat. I really ran around like crazy. You ended up breaking your hover shoes with all that running. Don't tell them I have no money to repay it. He's like looking out for it. He got too used to Nami. Where's the old Apple Man? And Bonnie too. Regarding Bonnie, she's here. Oh, okay, so they found him already. Huh? Everything inside the Labo can be seen through this... He's been hauling ass running laps for no reasons, bro. She's always been here. Say that sooner. Okay, double page. Now, Zoro... Oh, yo, wait a minute. Hold on, Oda. You did not just give Stussy that fit. Oda going crazy with... Oda going crazy with Egghead, bro. What is that fit for Stussy, man? She already had Whitebeard down bad and like half the audience. I think she just got the other half of the community with this fit. The Egghead fits are crazy, man. I'ma just say it. I must say this is incredible. Everything here. Hey, weren't we supposed to set sail? Zoro's fit also looks fine. The jacket on him, Brooks looking cool as hell as well. These fits are amazing. Just screams future. He's having a blast. I want to see Stella. Has something happened? There are 2 strange events happening now. So calm down and listen. Now the whole gang's here. Okay, it looks like Atlas got fixed up as well. Yeah, now we really get to see how big... I forgot her name, but the glutton girl that just eats shits and sleeps. She's like pretty fucking gigantic as well. There's Chopper flying around. Yeah, the whole gang's here. And looks like CP0 is down on the ground all bound up there. There's Lucci and Kaku. Down bad. Listen, guys, you had your moment for a little bit, but there's levels to this, all right? There's levels to this. Sanji is living, okay? He's seeing all the women in these clothes. He's having a blast. First, the disappearance of the main Stella body. The other one is about the Frontier Dome losing control. Okay. Huff, huff. Oh, her face got fixed. we have spare parts here after all. That was quick, though. Goddamn. Edison must have been put in the work. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? This means we can't get out of the Labo phase. Oh, okay, there's the other issue. Now we have another issue to slow them down. So to make sure this confrontation happens. If you decide to go out, prepare to be burned to death by the lasers. What? Hold on, aren't we the one asked by Vegapunk himself to board our ship and says sail to sea? He's like, what the hell's going on? Yes, but the person who said that has vanished. Oh, okay. First off, we must find the Stella at all costs. How come they're able to find Bonnie and not Vegapunk? Are they able to see everything within the Labosphere? About the dome, we'll find a way to repair it. But wait a minute, if Vegapunk wasn't caught in these monitors, which display... Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Won't searching be pointless? Normally, everything in the lab should be displayed, but... with the shock that the Seraphim caused the Walla... Oh, okay, so that's the issue. The Kameko might have left its position or lost... The Kameko? This is like an AI that's watching everything? How much technology do they have, man? God damn. Its duty is to monitor the satellites and workers sequentially. The blind spot might be the position where a Kameko has fainted. Okay, so it's a bunch of... are they like geckos? Like little like lizards and shit? Like crawling around watching everything? Shaka, Pythagoras, here. There's nobody on the... third floor in building C. I see. Check the next one. Well, they don't have to like technically search everywhere, right? They only have to search the places where like the Kamekos are down, I'm guessing. Which shouldn't be that. Is it like that many Kamekos are down? Let's search for them now. Okay, now the Straw Hats are splitting back up again. And I'm guessing this is where things get a little more hectic, all right? We don't get to see the Straw Hats together very often. That really only happens when we really reach the full peak climactic moment, right? So I was a little worried things were moving a little too quick because it felt like, oh, everybody's together. We could just go confront the Marines now, and that's what's going to happen. But now we're going to get to the individual splitting up different things with each party and everything like that. I'll go and search for him too. I'm worried. Woohoo! Stussy-sama, take me with you. Okay, a Stussy and Sanji team up. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. He might have left treasures too, by the way. I missed that Nami said that. Is hilarious. Can I go too? Just need to find one crazy old man, right? Wait, Marimo! You of all people wants to find someone? He did say, hey, I wanna help you with something. I need your help with something. Or I want to ask you about something. And then, who's going to look for you after you get lost, huh? Everybody knows that by this. He's right. Stay, Zoro. Stay put here, okay? He's just like... I don't get why they're saying that. Oh, well. There's no way Zoro doesn't recognize that he gets lost, right? Like, come on, man. For a search party, they should be enough. How much energy have we used up running? Oh, that's a glorious scene, by the way. Luffy and Zoro chilling in front of Lucci and Kaku, who are just down right there. Of course, they got their eyes like all darkened and shit, like they're gonna do something. I don't know. They'll probably get freed eventually. But yeah, I think we know the levels to this at this point, though. Huff, huff. Always huff. Go all out, full power. Well, who would have thought we'll meet these guys again? Brings back memories from Water 7, doesn't it? It absolutely does. I wonder if Old Man Ice is well. Niku room, okay. So now we're going back to the actual room with Bonnie. Don't touch that. Shut up, go away. Wow. Maybe they don't see Vegapunk because he's a little baby at this point. Oh, are we seeing the... Oh, yes. Okay, so Bonnie is getting us to the... Is this getting us to the actual story now? Sob. There's Kuma in his child form, which we've actually seen before. I believe it was in a SBS or something like that we've seen before, where he looked like a poor little kid, right? So that's where all the theories came from. Like, how did he become a king if he like grew up from poverty and like that? And now we're seeing this backstory. All right, are you all right? Hey, Sabi's crying away, and now she's recognizing that it's her dad. We found him. Come here. Oh, please help me. I don't want this anymore. Oh no, you bastard. Come back already. If you run away, all of us will be killed. I don't want to go back. Okay. So is this hinting at the other unique race that Kuma is? Let's see. I won't go back to that place again. Crying won't do anything, you brat. Come back. I'd rather you kill me. God damn, bro. What did he go through? I'd rather you kill me right now, even if I go back. I will die anyways. Kuma, of course, Bonnie is crying. Stop it. They're just beating his ass with a bat. God damn, bro. Stop. It hurts. I'm sorry. Stop. Help me. It hurts. I'm sorry. Help me. God damn, okay. That turned dark really fucking fast. And then now she's out of it. Of course, we can't get the full story. We can't get the full story immediately. Huff, huff. I wonder, was he captured by the world government, like, beforehand? Mysterious. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it soon. For now, we cut to the actual Kuma, who's climbing the red line again, despite getting shot down so many times. Bartholomew Kuma is currently shoot him down. There's Bonnie is like seeing a vision. I can't accept this with half-baked resolve, but I won't be satisfied if I never know father. Okay, so she's going back in again. So I'm guessing in a couple chapters or so we'll get an update. And now we see, hey, my. They really went all out with the destruction, huh? I don't know if he should be by himself. He doesn't really seem like the combat type. I feel like somebody like Evil should have stuck with him. Even though this is the birthplace of the Seraphim. Okay, so this is the birthplace of the Seraphim, this little jungle area here. Clink, where in the world is Stella? Clink, yeah, see, now you're in trouble. I don't think you should have been walking around by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You guys got too comfortable too quickly. Oh, wait a minute now. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Nantoryu big news. All right, we got a lot. We know a lot of things were happening off screen. All right, we have Blackbeard versus Law that we still don't know the aftermath of. We have Garb going after Blackbeard currently. We still don't know what happened to Sabo or Vivi yet, but I think both of them are safe. I want Blackbeard news. I want to find out Law got body, because people have been disrespecting Blackbeard a little too much, I think. Look what unbelievable intel just blew in my direction. Okay, just got off the phone. The world government is currently carrying out the assassination of God damn, yo, he's got some sources, man. This shit just happened. My guy's got some snipers out for information. Killing the #1 genius in the world? This is just like the recurrence of the O'Hara incident. Yo, Big News knows all the news, bro. Maybe this man probably knows the voice century, like. But the government will be seen as the bad ones here. Vegapunk is very famous throughout the world. He's the man who invented many things of energy that powers up the settlements in the world. Then the one he meets up with is this guy. There's Luffy's poster. The headline will be like this: the Emperor Straw Hat Luffy kidnapped. Okay, you're doing too much, man. You're doing too much. Kidnapped Vegapunk, barricaded himself on Egghead, and declares all-out war. Yo, my man knows how to clickbait, man. You gotta respect it, though. You gotta respect that my man knows how to get the views. The government will thank him for, okay, and he gets a little goodwill from the world government as well. Now, let's go make a living. It's a little, I will say this is a little contradictory to his actions after, so it looks like after the reverie. So it looks like he cares about the views, and he cares about getting the news out, but only to a certain extent. At the end of the day, he's still trying to make that bread. Yes, sir. What a dumb headline. Oh, snap. What the hell? What's Vivi doing with Wapol? What? Now, I thought Vivi got saved, but I thought she got saved by Don Sai. How did she get with Wapol? What? There's no way Luffy would do such a thing. This is why I hate the government. Hey, Wapol saved Vivi? I lent some clothes to her. I won't wash those ever. We got some more Sanjis in the background. Princess of Alabasta, Nefertari Vivi. Hey, don't be too loud. What if there are wiretap transponder snails around here? If our location gets revealed, we'll be erased immediately by the world government. What is this? A Wapol redemption? What is going on? Okay, so like we knew Wapol. Is this man, this might be an elite bait and switch, bro. Because Wapol, remember, he called up Big News Morgans after the reverie, said, hey, I have some information to leak. And we all thought, most people at least, given the type of person Wapol is and the history he had with the Straw Hats, was that he was going to leak that Vivi was a pirate and that now Vivi was going to be on the run and she would have to, reunite with the Straw Hats soon. But he saved Vivi? What's going on? Besides, you're being hidden too thanks to Morchan. So don't talk back to him like that. Okay, so Big News Morgans is really the one taking care of Vivi. But how did she get out of there in the first place, though? Yesterday, you were just a little girl crying her eyes out. Don't be so conceited and meddle in my work. The one who shakes up the world is me. Okay, Big News Morgans for Pirate King? It doesn't matter if it's a lie or the truth. The newspapers are all about entertainment, okay? Oh, man, what a cliffhanger to leave us on, though. Like, how did Vivi end up with Wapol and Big News Morgans? Did Wapol really save Vivi? No chance, right? Hold on a minute, hold on. Let me get back to the chat here. Look at Brownbeard right here. Oh, my God. All right, switch up the music on this real quick. And then we got some talking to do. Morgan clickbaiter master for real, man. Maybe Wapol had a that's what I'm saying. Wapol redemption? I don't see it though. Like, what is where did that come from? Vivi used Wapol to save herself. She just like hopped on his ship. Then what? At that point, why not go with someone like Don Sai? I guess maybe that's a little too obvious. Hell of a twist, though. Hell of a twist. I did not see this coming at all. Do I play block? No, I do not. Wapol for Nakama. What about Dalton being there too? Exactly, you could have gone with Dalton. There's so many other people she could have gone with. Why Wapol? I gotta imagine it's like to throw off the scent of the world government, right? Caribou works for Morgan. Ooh, that's a banger, Danielle. Because like, how else is he getting all that information immediately, right? This is fast. Like... Now, we haven't seen Caribou. Like, he was still locked up in the... No, I think he got out of the crate at that point. So he's lurking around somewhere. That's actually not a bad shout. That's a banger. What I really want to see is Dalton and Chopper's mom with them. Maybe that's the case. But, like, I would imagine the only reason they gave Vivi to Wapol would be that, like, to throw off the scent, right? So they wouldn't really go with them. If they went with them, just stick with Vivi in the first place. There's no reason for Wapol to be involved. One satellite that, yeah, also, who do we think took out the satellite? Like, what's going on there? Vivi saw Emu. We know Sabo did. I don't know. I think Vivi is just caught up in the whole story with her father, and they just wanted to wipe her out. Morgan's out here wasting no time, but I feel like it's a bit forced from Oda with that line from Morgan's at the end. Yeah, Morgan's with the one line at the one who shakes the world is me. Doesn't matter if it's a lie or truth. The newspapers are all about entertainment. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's out of character or not, but I feel like Morgan's has more or less been more of a meme, just hype character. Like, what's his name? The guy that, like, shows up and does the bounties. Like, I feel like that's his role, so I'm not really too invested in Morgan's storyline. He's not going to be the one that takes over the world. Either way. He's shamelessly admitting he's using Morgan's as a hype tool, but we've always known Morgan's is just there for the hype, man. He's just there for the hype. But why would Wapol be scared? He's always scared. He does not want to get involved with the world government. He's terrified. Of course he's terrified. Live action cast Big Bird from Sesame Street for a live action Morgan. Can you imagine that? Big Bird just shows up in the middle of this, like, high budget live action. Morgans believes that the next Pirate King will be from the worst generation. I think Morgans believes that he's about to deliver the news. And that's it, and he's trying to get the views. Wapol being out, nah. He definitely got dragged along in this somehow, like, just like by accident. This is probably the fact that Oda is leaving off here is probably trying to just draw out that like suspicion and confusion a little more. I think what's probably gonna happen is, like, Vivi ended up tagging along with Wapol somehow just to make sure she's safe. And there's no suspicion of her going with, like, Dalton and stuff, because she was on good terms with all of those people, right? Dalton and Shirahoshi and Rebecca. Like, she was seen as, like, you know, in that Luffy gang already. So maybe after, like, she found out something bad happened to Cobra, they started going after her, and then she started formulating a plan with everybody else involved. Shirahoshi obviously not involved in that because she didn't know anything about Alabasta until after the Reverie, and Garp told them. But, like, she could have been talking to Dalton and, like, Dr. Kureha to really figure everything out. Vivi is such a queen, though. Yeah, no disagreements from me there, man. The people in the bag saying I'm never gonna wash those clothes again, that might be a little excessive. But Stussy, the Stussy fit, Teddy, I know that Stussy fit got you down bad, Teddy. That much is a fact. When I saw that, I was like, oh, Teddy went crazy for this one. Oda's speaking Teddy's language with that fit. Bring back Vivi. She will definitely be back. The reunion will happen soon. I think Elbaf still makes sense. I don't know how big news Morgans gets her there, though. Like, he has no obligation to listen to her at this point, you know? In the episode, yeah, the chapter, Wapol calls right after, leaks some information. I was talking about that. I think most of us assumed, oh, okay, he's leaking information about Vivi being a pirate with the Straw Hats to get her in trouble because he's not on good terms with them, right? He's still a bad guy. So people were saying, oh, okay, so that means like Vivi's gonna be on the run. She's gonna be a wanted criminal because of that. That's why she has to go to the Straw Hats immediately. But for Wapol to end up with Vivi, I didn't see anybody like actually saying that. I'm sure one or two people maybe did, and like somewhere deep in the depths of YouTube or Twitter or Instagram or maybe even TikTok, but that was definitely not a prominent theory out there. So shouts out to anybody that actually guessed that. Vivi for Grand Fleet? Nah, she's not Grand Fleet. She is number 1 Queen of Alabasta, number 2 a Straw Hat. So she doesn't have to join some subsidiary. I can't say that word. Like, doesn't have to have her own crew and join the Grand Fleet. She's already a Straw Hat. When she reunites with the Straw Hat, she will be a Straw Hat. Eventually, she will leave and be the Queen of Alabasta. Those are the 2 things that she is. Yeah, they did. Zoro's drip is clean. Zoro's drip is absolutely clean, okay? They do got Sanji in that Jinbei fit, like... like, the fit works for Jinbei. Jinbei is rocking the Hawaiian shirt, and he's looking like a retired dad, okay? He's making it work. Sanji, like, it's not bad, but when you giving Zoro that fit, oh, like, pure black decked out, the jacket, oh, man. Yeah, that's an L. That's an L. Zoro top chi. Vivi arguing with Morgans about ethical journalism. No duck. That's a good point. Where is Karoo? Karoo is currently missing. I guess maybe it's kind of hard to hide a big ass duck. So I wonder if Karoo went with. Maybe they split them up just to split up the tracks. You know, maybe Karoo went with Dalton and Kareha or like Rebecca or something like that. I gotta imagine like Riku, given that him and Cobra were the ones leading the conversation at the Reverie about the abolishment of the warlords. They must have a stronger connection because of that. So maybe like, you know, Karoo, like Vivi was working with Rebecca, and like Karoo went to Dressrosa, and you know, they have like the Tontadas there to protect them and stuff, and like, and you know, and Kiros is there. Karoo fighting Emu. Karoo got turned into some Beijing duck, bro. Like that's. Kuma teleported Vivi? Who's saying that, bro? That's goofy. That's as goofy as thinking Vivi's like actually dead or captured or something like that. I'm very glad that Oda's not as has not gone with the path that a lot of people keep saying of just repeating storylines. Sabo getting captured, or Vivi getting captured, or Robin getting captured again, stuff like that. I don't want that, man. We've been there, done that. Keep doing new things. Vivi's the lurking legend, yes. Cross skill to reveal the Marine's bounty. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, come on, man. First and foremost, I just want to see Blackbeard versus Law before we even get to Blackbeard versus Garp like that. I need to see like Blackbeard put these haters to sleep, man. Everybody thinking like Blackbeard is like Law put in the work on Blackbeard after just that one scene. I'm not having it. I need to see Blackbeard's put some respect on his own name. All right, give us that outcome. Then give us my two goats, Garp and Blackbeard, going at it too. All right, like, there's a lot of goodness that, like, I'm not even thinking about the Marine bounties at this point. That's why when we saw Big News Morgans, I was like, what are we getting here? Because it could be Blackbeard versus Law, it could be Sabo, it could be Vivi, which ended up happening. Why do I hate Law? I don't hate Law. I think Law is very strong. I just think Blackbeard is gonna be top 2, top 3 by the end of the story. Like in current times. There's just levels to this. It's the same thing. I don't hate Rob Lucci, but when people were saying Rob Lucci's gonna put up a fight against Luffy, that was just goofy. Blackbeard needs a new Devil Fruit. Maybe he already has it, man. I do agree that third one's definitely happening. There is no way that you give him an incredibly powerful Paramecia, an incredibly powerful Logia, and you just said, you know what, scrap the Zoan. We don't need the Zoan. The 3 skulls on his Pyre Flag, just for fun. You know, like, there's no way that's happening. Either he's gonna get a third one, or he already has one, and it's gotta be a Zoan. The scans are really good. I didn't even talk about that. This is fire. The quality's fire. OP scan still hasn't dropped. Once they drop, I'll compare the quality. But this speed with this quality, this is pretty insane, bro. OP chapters coming in to shake up the scene. All right? They are coming in to shake this whole scene up. Especially this early, right? They're not out here with like chapter notes and shit like that. And like, you know, this wasn't too hard of a chapter to translate. There wasn't anything like super specific, so they didn't really get tested. But you know, everything's good. They've translated, you know, all the little text. They're like, the website is smooth as hell. You can work right through it. You know, there's no like spammy ads. Well, I have ad blocker, so I can't see the ads either way, but the quality of the scans is good. There was no like sentences that were like weird or anything. For an early chapter, this is fantastic. Will I still read TCB and Viz and maybe even OP scans just to check the quality difference? Absolutely, but this is great. I mean, what a fucking premiere. What a showcase. For the first chapter. Shouts out OP chapters. And I feel like their timing on entering here is pretty good, especially because the OP scan's been getting some backlash because the weird shit they try to do about like trying to collect money to get early chapters and stuff. That was a bad move. And then the whole community turned on them. OPLA posters. What are those? One Piece scans beef. There was for a minute. I think it's not so much beef now. Instead, just healthy competition. Thoughts on the leak? What leak? The leak for this chapter? Because this chapter's already out. By the way, anybody asking where the chapter is, come on, guys. Just look up in the chat. I pinned it to the top. It's that easy. Oh, the live action poster. The sandal? The sandal scandal? That shit was silly, man. Come on, man. Please tell me nobody in here was actually mad about sandals. What's the site? Scroll down on their Twitter, bro. It's literally right there. Whole plot of One Piece is leaked? No shot. This same shit happened like a few years ago where they were leaking shit, like here's everything that's gonna happen, and then a few things became correct, like Sanji and Whole Cake Island happened. But that same leak said like fucking Kaido was Zoro's dad and shit like that, and Chopper's gonna get killed by Kaido, and like a whole bunch of crazy shit. No, I don't think anything is gonna leak, and I'm also not gonna look at it just in case the fucking 0.001% that is true. One Piece fans, when people, exactly, the fact that it's like Emily Rudd had to come out and say like, hey guys, like you can't really fuck around in sandals. I thought Morge's tweet was hilarious, where he outed himself for walking in sandals all the time, and then he got like Achilles tendonitis. That shit was hilarious. I mean, look, I get the sentiment. Yes, the sandals are iconic. Okay, I like the sandals. Do I like the sandals more than the shoes aesthetically? Yes. But like, I'm not gonna get pissed. Like, it took 1 second to be like, oh, they're not gonna run around and do their own stunts in sandals. They're gonna bust their ankles, dude. Would you want them to have like fucking Air Force Ones or something? Like, Iñaki is kind of cringe. Luffy's kind of cringe though, you know what I'm saying? So it's just all about how they utilize that energy. Cause like, yeah, if Luffy was an actual human being that existed, you would think, oh, this kid's kind of fucking weird. Why is he always talking about meat and shit like that? So it's all about like how he, like, we haven't seen him as Luffy yet so far. Like, we've seen like his own energy, and like that's a little out there, and you can see like, okay, maybe some of that energy could be tapped into and then translated into Luffy. But it's about how he acts, right? It's not how he is as a person personally. It's how he's able to turn his own energy and then transform that into a version of Luffy that works in a live action. That you know, it's all the parts that we love. Him being a fun, at the same time being balanced, have a really badass side to him. It's the trailer, guys. The trailer is gonna be the moment. I think the trailer is gonna be a really telling moment, especially for this One Piece one, right? Because think about it, like Cowboy Bebop. Even when Cowboy Bebop came out, that's a live action that actually could have translated very well, because it's a very serious story, right? And it's like guns and shit. And it's like Hollywood. It's almost a little Hollywood, right? So when that trailer came out and looked good, you're like, okay, so they got the right vibe, but the story could still go wrong, right? Like how they actually execute the story, it could still go wrong. And that's what went wrong. The story of Cowboy Bebop live action, they didn't really execute it that well, especially in the end there, if you actually saw the live action. But the One Piece one is specifically important because it's a goofy, it has that goofy pirate vibe, right? Like, it's not a goofy pirate story in its entirety, obviously. I know that's the thing Grand Line always says, but it still at its core has a ton of gags, has a ton of silly moments that just doesn't, like, you can't really see how it translates to the live action until you actually see it. So that's why the trailer is going to be so important, just to feel the vibe of that live action. I feel like you could really judge how this thing is going to do when that trailer finally drops. Of course, they still have to execute the story, the really important moments, the action and all that. But I do think the first trailer is going to be critical, especially for this, and especially given the One Piece community that is clearly still not very open to the idea of this one live action, given that they started a sandal scandal right off the bat, just off of a poster. Yeah, the trailer is going to be critical. They should spend a ton of time on that trailer. They should spend a ton of time on that trailer. Oh, fuck. Who's gonna play Shanks? I think we already know. I don't remember his name, though. Like, once we get a glimpse of how Luffy is, how Usopp is, right? So those are like two of the funniest character, like goofiest characters in there. How is Sanji gonna be with his like simp side? Is it gonna be more simpish, or are they gonna? Because I feel like if he's like a full-on simp, like he can't be walking around like Nami Swan. Like, that's just not gonna work, right? That's just gonna look like a fucking. That's just gonna look dumb, right? So they have to figure out a way to how to translate like the joke of it and the vibe of it without it being like super exact and cringe. So like, will he be more of like, you know, just like not like full on pervert, just like downplayed a little more? There's like, it's a hard thing to balance, right? Someone like Buggy, like how are you gonna you know, portray somebody that's a literal clown without it being just completely cringe? Like that execution of that is gonna be important. And also just like how like the fishmen look, how is Arlong gonna look, how's Usopp gonna look, is he gonna have a long nose, like is gonna look natural, you know, things like that. Like the look so far of the live action, it looks okay, it looks fine to me. We didn't get to see their faces and stuff like that. That's what's going to be really important. The trailer, listen, I'm going into this with an open mind because of the people that are in this project. I've met Matt. I've talked to him for hours during Comic-Con and the film Red premiere. I met Emily. She's also super passionate. I know there are other people that are very passionate about this project, but at the same time, it's a project that's very hard to execute. So like, it's not even them completely. So I'm going into it optimistic, but we'll still have to see how it's pulled off. I hope it's good. Like, you should go into hoping it's good. You could go into it very cautious, but like, I don't see why any One Piece fan would hope it bombs unless you're just a hater, you know? Like, why would you hope a new One Piece project just sucks, right? Like, you're just a hater at that point. Yeah, trying to be open, I think, is the only thing you need to do. Like, going into it, it's like, hey, there's a chance this could be good. You could be cautious. You could be, you know, very cautiously optimistic. But don't shut it down before, you know, you've even seen any of it. I would say that would be the thing I would say to people. Buggy before Usopp, Buggy gonna be funny. Yeah, I'm sure, like, you could pull off the jokes. It's just, like, the vibes of it, right? Like, he can't be, like, if he's out there, like, oh, my God, like, like that. It's just like, oh, ugh, you know? Like, same thing is the same thing as the last scene in Cowboy Bebop where they just brought that little kid in and it was like, poor little girl had to put up with so many memes on Twitter and stuff like that. That was just they put her in a bad spot, right? Like, and One Piece has a lot of like those type of characters within the story. So it's really about, hopefully they saw that and learned from that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's coming. It's got this year. It's coming out this year. And I'm guessing probably summer, fall, winter, somewhere around then. It's at least we'll probably I imagine we'll at least get a trailer by the summertime, right? Do I think Zoro can defeat Kizaru now? I think it's close enough where I want to see it. I wouldn't go so far to say he could. Like, if anything, it's like at most I will say he's at that level. But like, if I had to pick, Kizaru still has the edge overall. You know, because he's just done more still, I think. And the portrayal's been there more. But I'd be interested to see that, just to measure the levels. That is one thing I want to see. Same thing with Luffy. Because some people still think Luffy are below the Admirals at this point. I want to see him prove it. And I want to see the Admirals actually get a chance to shine. Random ass stream. Now the chapter's out, my boy. Have I had Tate's cookies? What? No. The hell? Because Mihawk is Yonko level, Zoro needs some feet. Zoro will get to that level. Right now, though, I feel like it's a little too early. Ben Simmons fan, did you see the game he had yesterday? It was like 2 points, 1 of 2 shooting. 35 million, the man. Hey, Cam Thomas going off, though. That man said no KD, no Kyrie. 3 straight 40 burgers, bro. Crazy. The next chapter, Egghead is probably one of the most unpredictable arcs we've been in a while. Like I don't know what it is. Right now, there's about 8 different plot lines going on. We could get Garp versus Blackbeard next chapter. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like this chapter, we just randomly got Vivi and Wapol out of nowhere. I think we'll continue, obviously, with the main action. The crew is splitting up. We'll start to see some confrontations and stuff like that. Lucci and Kaku are gonna start to move eventually, but will it be next chapter? Maybe not, because there's 95 other things going on. We still need another next chapter of Kuma's flashback from Bonnie, right? We still need to see what Kizaru and the Gorosei are up to. There's just too many variables to predict exactly what's gonna happen next. At least for me, I'm not that smart. I'm not that good of a storyteller to try to figure out what exactly happens next like that. No way Admirals. I would agree. I think Admirals are below Luffy at this point, but it's still like mysterious enough where it's like, oh, let's see how it goes down, you know? If you put Admirals above Luffy, I'm not gonna be like, whoa, dude, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's close enough where I'm like, hey, I want to see that fight go down. I think Luffy's stronger, but like, if you think the otherwise, it's fine. Because we haven't seen it, you know? The Admirals have been put in a back seat. Akainu's locked up in his cubicle. Nar starts some new shit. Shanks finds the One Piece. The story ends. Yes. Fleet Admiral greater than Admiral? Absolutely. I think that much is clear. Unless you're Garp. You know, there's obviously some specifics. Better than Wano so far, Egghead? Egghead, I mean, it's hard to evaluate small arcs against big arcs, right? Like, big arcs just like, they're more prone to mistakes, but they also have such a bigger impact in the story overall. So, like, it's just preference at that point, I think. I feel like you can only really compare bigger arcs to bigger arcs if you really want to be objective. Otherwise, yeah, you could say what you like better. Everybody has their own opinions. Can I Discord? As an open up the Discord? Nah, I think we're chilling. We're chilling on this one. Zoe is also mini arc. Yeah, and I like Zoe a lot. Personally, I like Zoe more than Whole Cake Island. But like, I'm not gonna be like saying like, I'm not gonna objectively argue Zoe is better than Whole Cake Island. Because the length of those two arcs were just so much, like, the importance of those two arcs were just very different, you know? The amount of characters involved and that you have to balance and things that they lead to. Power difference between Fleet Admirals and Admirals, I think is about a level up. Like, like you can't really get too specific when it comes to that. I just think Fleet Admirals are stronger than Admirals. Wano versus Water 7 versus Alabasta versus Dressrosa. Now you have a conversation. I would go, Water 7 is my favorite arc in the story. I think it's Water 7, Alabasta, Dressrosa, Wano. For me personally. Katakuri versus Luffy literally had me hyped every time I was reading. But so did Supernova versus Yonko and All-Star fights. Yeah, Katakuri versus Luffy was elite. I think Whole Cake, but like that's the thing with the big arcs, right? Some of the lower moments are just gonna bring it down because it's such a big arc. The whole Big Mom Hunger Pang running around, that just was so dragged out to me. So that kind of evens it out the other way a little bit more. Water 7, yeah. Water 7 Innings Lobby is my top one clear. Is like, not even Marineford touches it for me. If I could have one question answered on any mystery, what would you want answered? It's the God Valley at this point, honestly. Because I don't want to know what the One Piece is until we get to it. You know, I'm like Luffy, you know what I'm saying? But God Valley is something that happened in the past. Like, I want to know about God Valley. By the way, did anybody playing Hogwarts? I'm waiting for it to come out on PC to start playing it. I'm trying to go Hogwarts. And y'all know I'm not a gamer. I don't play any games. Really. Besides 2K. But this shit looks fun. Maybe I'll even stream it. We'll do like a Monkey D. Luffy goes to Hogwarts. AI Seinfeld? No. I have not seen that. Water 7 East Lobby is 90. No, I would disagree. I think Marineford is very close. Marineford is incredibly close. You play on the PC? Doflamingo smash or pass? Listen, I don't really go that route. But if I did, Doflamingo's getting smashed. Did you see the drip? Everybody copying his drip now, by the way. The guy's an icon. All right, objectively, I know most of us are probably guys in here that don't swing that way, but if you're doing like a top 5 guy foods, Doflamingo's in there, bro. Stop lying. You're lying if he's not in there. Viola definitely, yeah, exactly. And if you could bag Viola, you could probably bag a lot more. I know it was a bit of a manipulative situation. Probably a little toxic. but he did it. He still did it. Bro, Safama on his alt account, bro. This man came in, he had to get his alt account for somebody to bag him. To back him. That's down bad right there, man. That is down bad. Marineford is fire, but Water 7 Indies Lobby did so much for the Straw Hats. Exactly. That's why it's the top one for me, because above anything, the Straw Hats are still my favorite thing in the story. Like, it was really cool to see all, like, the expansion of the world and, you know, the Admirals and the Yonko finally in action, Whitebeard, the goat. But the Straw Hats, like, they're just still the main characters that I've always focused on the most. So for Water 7, like, the amount of things we got from Luffy versus Usopp to Robin's backstory in Enies Lobby to the whole going married dead scene at the end of Enies Lobby, like, there was so much. Frankie joining his backstory. There was just so much in there. Plus, the fights were incredible. Like Ashura, Gear second, gear third. Like, you could go on and on. Also, Water 7, I think, is my favorite island to this day still in the entire story. So there's just too much going for it. If I have to, what? I'm not answering that, bro. That's what's going on. We going too far the other way. Enies Lobby is the best arc. I got spoiled about Ace. I did as well. But it was still a very well executed moment. Emotional. And a really good arc at the end of the day. I did also get spoiled on it though. You don't gotta be sorry, but I'm not answering that question, bro. Kind of just guessed. Even with the amount of times Oda faked that thing out, like Ace almost died like 3 times in that arc. Skypea? No, Skypea is not even in the conversation for me. Skypea is very good. But we're talking about top arcs in the whole story. Skypea is not in that conversation. It's Water 7 Enies Lobby, Marineford. And then it's a step down. And then it probably goes Alabasta, not in order. Alabasta, Arlon Park, Saboti. Impel Down is low-key underrated. Yeah, there you go. We said that at the exact same time. Impel Down is very underrated. For sure. So it might be in there as well. So is Baratia. I think Baratia is very underrated as well. Punk Hazard underrated? Not as bad as it seems. Like, if you want to compare like Punk Hazard to Thriller Bark, I actually like Punk Hazard as an arc better. If you missed a live stream you can't watch later, yeah, you can, man. They're all public. Not posting videos anymore. I will be posting videos. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. After coming back from vacation, it's just been hard for me to get into a groove, and it's kind of a lazy excuse. But like, immediately I came back, it went on break week, and I'm just like, I just didn't find the motivation to get through everything. But I will be trying to be more disciplined. Get back on my game to bring more videos. I have one in the edit lab right now. Hopefully I will finish it by the end of this week. That will get back up, and then I'll be ride that momentum to get back on my at least at a regular schedule. I want to be back on a pace of 1 video a week. If things get really good, I might start doing chapter reviews again. Like, if we get to like the climax of Egghead, I don't know. We'll see. And then of course some shorts sprinkled in there as well. These chapter, because we keep getting new scan groups, bro. A new one just popped up this week. Which one is worse, Punk Hazard or Thriller Bark? I think Thriller Bark is worse for me. Like, it's not like horrendous because there's some great moments in there. Nothing happened. One of the best moments in the story. Zoro versus Ryumo is cool. The Straw Hats teaming up against Oars even was pretty cool. But I think Punk Hazard's better, to be honest. You get Law, Smoker's back. Caesar was still pretty fun. Yeah, the fights were alright. Like, but Thriller Bark, like, I don't like Gecko Moria. Dr. Hogback is a weirdo. The beginning of that arc is so slow. Like, that is dreadful. The beginning of that arc is dreadful for me. I know some people had fun with it and liked it. For me, that beginning of the arc was dreadful. And then like Nightmare Luffy didn't really hit for me as it probably did for some other people. Brook's backstory, underrated. Yeah, Brook's backstory is elite. Bing Sake, everything in there. That's all fantastic stuff. But I don't know. For me, I feel like the really lows impacted my perception of an arc a lot, right? Like Thriller Bark, I always think about the beginning of that arc and how slow it is. Whole Cake Island, I always start thinking about like the wedding and how long that went on for, and the seducing woods and how long that went on for. Like the lows really drag things down for me, and that's a personal thing. So I'm not saying like my opinion's the correct opinion, but that's just for me, you know. A well-paced arc without as many peak moments is better for me as opposed to a slower pace arc with just multiple peaks, which is why arcs like Whole Cake Island, Thriller Bark, and Wano are lower for me than most people. Even Skypiea to a degree, but I don't think Skypiea was as bad. Enies Lobby best arc, change your mind. I agree with you there, so I'm not gonna try to change your mind. Also, even if you think like fucking Long Ring Long Land is the best arc, I'm not gonna try to change your mind. That's your opinion. Who cares? Luffy putting the zombie back was elite. Also, that moment where like everybody's looking mad evil, that was also elite as well. There's some funny, really funny moments in Thriller Bark. But that first like third to half of the arc was just like so slow. And I feel like the reason those moments stick so much for me is because then I think back to those moments when I do a reread, I don't want to read it, you know? So if you have anything that stops me from reading an arc, again, which is true for Thriller Bark, which is true for Whole Cake Island, Wano I just haven't reread yet because it's so long. But if you have like just like a big span of time in there that's just like not fun to read, I think that hits so much for me because I'm just like, I don't want to reconsume it. Yeah, the peaks were fantastic. There was so many great moments, great sections of this arc. But if an arc is not well paced, I don't want to reconsume the whole thing again, you know? That's why I think something like Arlong Park is like elite, even though it's like super short, or Baradier. It doesn't have like Gear 5 or some shit like that, but it's just a really good small arc. And like that, I rate it very high for that. Zora going through the... yeah, no, that shit was funny. Like, there were funny moments. There were really funny moments. Brook's stuff was fantastic. I just think the slower moments hang up a little more for me than other people, probably. Egghead is just starting. I'm excited to see Kiza. Yeah, I'm thinking about something like Egghead right now. Like, this first section, at least, so far. Fantastic. Or even like an arc like Zoe, which is why I rate Zoe personally more than something like Whole Cake Island, because I think back to Zoe, I'm just like, oh, the whole thing was fun and had a great fucking moment, like iconic fucking moment in there. Or Rizo, I would reread Zoe over and over again. I would have a great time. But if I think, Whole Cake Island, I gotta reread Whole Cake Island. The beginning, sex seducing woods, that thing is ass. So I gotta drag through that, and then when Big Mom goes crazy, I gotta drag through that. Sure, there's moments in there, sections in there that I like even better than anything we got out of Zoe. But like the arc as a whole, those slow moments really drag it down for me. Yeah, this Kuma backstory, we'll get it. I think it'll be good. I don't have any idea the direction it's going right now, to be honest with you. Maybe I need to watch some theories to try to get a better idea. But honestly, I feel kind of free ever since I stopped doing like chapter reviews. Because I just go into these chapters, I'm just like, I don't expect nothing. I'm just having a fun time reading. My videos are just fun discussion topics. I'm not out here theorizing. I'm not out here analyzing. I'll do it sometimes if it comes to me, but, you know, it's just a fun ride. There's no pressure to it. It is quite a depressing start. Yeah, but we knew Kuma was going through some shit. I didn't know he was going through that much shit. But we knew he was probably like came from like a poor background because we had seen before what Kuma looked like as a kid. So that's where like all the theories were coming from already, because we had already seen that this was what Kuma looked like when he was a kid. We got this in like a SBS or something like that. So we had seen this version of Kuma before already. But like, I didn't know he was going through it like that. Like, god damn, that shit was pretty dark this chapter. I'm not gonna lie to you. Motherfuckers was getting beating his ass with bats. Like, that's crazy. He already, nah, it's too soon to say that. A lot of people have gone through a lot of shit here. All right, this is One Piece. Chopper faced the same exact treatment from humans and deer. All right, like it's too early to crown Kuma the saddest. How do I find the chapter? Look up, man. It's pinned to the top of the chat. That's all you had to do. The time it took you to type that out, all you had to do was look up to the top of the chat. Could have been reading the chapter already. Aokiji works for Revolutionary Army. That or a sword. Those are the only two options I see. But who knows? Oda might switch it up on us again. Who thought Wapol would be with Vivi at this point, you know? He's such a mad lad. He is a mad lad. That we know. Has anybody who started watching Vinland Saga Season 2 yet, by the way? I know it's been out for a while. I just didn't even realize it was out. And I want to start peeping that soon. Sadiq is great. I would expect it to be. How many episodes are out now? Season 1 I absolutely loved. It's just it's this thing when it happens, like when it goes so long without a season coming out, you start to lose passion for it a little bit. I know once I start watching it, I'll be back into it. It's like what happened to me at Attack on Titan. I remember season 1, it was like the greatest shit ever, and it took like 7 years for the second season to come out. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch second and third seasons until like season 4 was about to come out. Didn't feel interested. Maybe I wasn't high enough. No, I think what it is, I think you're going through the same thing as me. It's like where it's like it's been gone for so long that you kind of lost like the passion you had for it when you watch the first season. You almost need to like rewatch the first season to kind of get back into the mood, you know? At least that's how I am. I can't just like consume things that like it takes a lot for me to like really get into a series. I just got to be in the zone for it. You know what I'm saying? How old are you? That's old? Watching AOT season 1 on release is old? Damn, bro. I tell you, real old. I was watching Game of Thrones season 2 on release, bro. That's real old. It was 2000 exactly. What the fuck? It wasn't even that long ago. Oh shit! It is a decade ago. That's crazy. That is actually crazy to think about it. It was a decade ago. Oh, you're on season 2 right now. That's mad funny. Season 1 I didn't catch. I started watching every episode from season 2. So I was on the GOT train pretty early. Back when everybody was watching Breaking Bad, I was watching Game of Thrones. I get that. Yeah, no. It's after that 4-year break, it's hard to just be like, yeah, let's watch AOT again. So I didn't watch it for a while. But I was second and third seasons are elite. And I you know, the rest of the story in the manga is a little shaky. After, I don't know how the rest of season 4 went. But yeah. Squid Game is the best show on Netflix. What else has been on Netflix? Stranger Things, which I only watched the first season, was pretty good. Squid Games was good. I don't know if it's like one of the greatest things I've ever seen. You know? Like, it was very good, but I don't think it's like... House of Cards was on Netflix before it got canceled because Kevin Spacey's a weirdo. But that shit was elite. I think I like House of Cards more than Squid Game. I have not peeped Wednesday that everybody and their mamas are talking about. Shaka and Scopper? No, Shaka is Vegapunk. That much we know already. I don't know if Scopper's gonna show up, guys. Like, I wanted him to show up too. I don't know if we're gonna get Scopper at this point. Top 5 anime manga. I actually have this. It's Slam Dunk, Kaguya, One Piece, Your Lie in April, Assassination Classroom. That's it, right? Yeah, that's my 5. One Piece at 3 is crazy. Maybe. But remember what I said earlier. I appreciate a concise story that has no lulls more than a big ass. The fact that One Piece is at 3, given the amount of episodes and chapters it has already, is pretty fucking good, right? Like, I think like the fact is that high with fucking 1,073 chapters and we're still like another 4 or 5 years away is pretty crazy. Pre-time skip 1. If you want to take just pre-time skip One Piece, that's going at 1, I think. Where's Hunter x Hunter? Hunter x Hunter's in 10. In the top 10, I mean. But I haven't continued and finished the story. So, like, I don't know how high I could give it if I haven't... Like, there's more to the story that I haven't gotten to yet. But what I've watched with the anime as a whole is in the top 10 by itself. If you want to break down sections, let's do this instead. I think this would be fun. Like, take like just sections of certain things and where you would rank them. Like pre-time skip One Piece, it would be... I don't know if it goes top 1 because there's... All right, here's what I'll say, all right? One Piece... Pre-time skip One Piece as a whole. Is it top 1 for you? Here's my other 2 contenders. Attack on Titan seasons 1 to 3 and Promised Neverland season 1. I think those are the only 2 other contenders for like segments that are as elite as One Piece pre-time skip. I might have to put One Piece pre-time skip 1 just because just the entire package is that good. It's like so much goodness and just this huge section. But the other 2, I would say the other 2 sections is Attack on Titan 1 to 3 and then Promised Neverland season 1. Full Metal's really good. I don't think Full Metal... Maybe it's because I watched it a long time ago. But I don't think Full Metal is quite top 10 territory for me. Boruto? Boruto 1? You trying to get people heated? I don't even watch Boruto, but I already know some people are going to come after you for that one. What's Clorox? Talking about like the cleaning wipe? Like, I've never heard of Clorox in my life. That's crazy. I told you. I listen. I warned you, bro. People are coming after you, ass. Gintama. I watched 66 episodes of Gintama and I could not get into it. Everybody keeps telling me it gets. Hey, listen. The final arc is peak fiction, but I'm like, I gotta get through how many episodes for it to be peak fiction? I think it's just not for me. It's one of those shows you gotta watch like episodically and like maybe one or two episodes a day instead of like a binge. But I'm like a binge watcher. I have to like dive deep into the series and be fully committed to really enjoy something. It's like all or nothing for me, to be honest. No, I read the entire thing for Kaguya. That's why it's number 2 for me. Yeah, Gintama is beloved. I know that much. Like the My Anime List ratings on Gintama is crazy. I know it's beloved. But it's just a little too slow for me. The comedy hits, but sporadically, not enough for me to be like fully dived into it, I think. I'm sure the more it gets going later, the better it gets. But like through like 66 episodes, whatever I watched, I just dropped it after that. I couldn't get into it enough. It's the gag king, I know, but like the gag genre takes a lot, like for me to actually find it like funny enough. Which is why Slam Dunk is actually my number 1. Besides the fact that it's a hype sports manga, the comedy I think is the best I've seen in any anime or manga. Fairy Tail, stop it, man. Stop it. Fairy Tail was good junk food, and then it became bad junk food. Blue Lock is another one I feel like is just like pizza. You know? Blue Lock's like pizza. It's like a nice solid food, but it's not like anything gourmet. It's like the slice from, you know, Joey's down the block. Yeah, that's exactly. It went from McDonald's to Arby's, bro. I wouldn't even say it was McDonald's. It was like, maybe it was like Wendy's. Like it wasn't like elite fast food. Safama only has bad takes, bro. There ain't nobody. You are not gonna find many people that say Arby's. We got an Arby's stand in chat, bro. That makes sense. Somebody who stands Ben Simmons likes Arby's. I don't know, like it just makes sense when you say it out loud, you know? I have not had Arby's in Egypt, so maybe I'm sleeping on something there. Slam Dunk is my buffet. It's the main dish, bro. Is that one food I can eat every single day, and which I have. I've rewatched and reread Slam Dunk maybe like 7-8 times. McDonald's, I think, is more special to me because it has like, I ate it so often when I was a little kid. I used to just bike to McDonald's, get like a McGangbang for fucking $2. So I feel like it has like, it's just embedded into my childhood memories, which is why I hold it higher. Same thing with Taco Bell. Fast food tier list, we could do it right now, bro. We could do it right now. There's got to be one on tier list, right? Fast food tier list. Dang, this one's fucking huge. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it now. We'll do it. Impromptu fast food tier list. All right, here we go, people. There's some things I obviously have not had. All right. Let me move that to there. That's good. Then let me get the chat out. So I gotta actually read y'all. There we go. I've never had this, so I cannot. Arby's is like D tier. Okay, if anybody wants to put Arby's any higher, you can make an argument for it, but I would say is D tier. I don't know what kind of Arby's they got in Egypt, but I can tell you in the States is a D tier. It should have its own tier. Baja Fresh. I feel like I've had it, but it's probably not memorable. I think is I'm just gonna put never had because I don't remember it well enough. Blimpies, I don't know what that even is. Bojangles, I did have once. Literally when I was helping my friend Kev move. You guys have seen Kev. He stops in Zary K. He stops in chat all the time. But he was living in Tennessee for a while. But I had gone down there to help him move back to Jersey. Bojangles, really good. B tier, I would say. Bojangles is really fucking good. Hold on, you guys are skipping the line. I see everybody talking about Chipotle and Long John Silver's and stuff. All right, we got a lot to go. A lot of these I have not had, though. Like Boston Market, never had. Burger King. This is a popular one. I'm sure most people have had Burger King. I feel like there needs to be one more tier, though. Like, there should be S and A, yeah. Like Bojangles. Bojangles is an A, I think. Yeah, it should be S-A-B. Yeah, there we go. That works. BK, I think is C to D. There's nothing I ever will crave from BK. BK, I think, is the definition of mid. S for BK? Who's out here saying S for BK, dude? B or A, y'all. What are you getting from Burger King that's very good? Stop saying Raising Cane's. It's not even up yet. Whoppers are okay. Nah. Burger King's going to C. Burger King's going to C. I feel like Burger King is like the definition of C. Raising Cane's. I'll be honest, I have not had Raising Cane's. So I will have to put in never had, but it looks like some people love Raising Cane's and I've heard good things about it. But I've never had Raising Cane's. Carl's Jr. never had Carl's Jr. All right, I'm sure people on the West Coast, you guys have all of these things, but we only have Hardee's and it's not even close to me. So I've never had Carl's Jr.'s. Checkers, never had Checkers. Chick-fil-A. It's one of these two. I think it's S. Everything's good. Everything's really good. Safama is literally just going against the grain on every single pick. I've never seen a man with so many bad opinions. How are you, like, unpopular with every single one of your opinions? This man has Arby's above Chick-fil-A. He thinks Ben Simmons is a good basketball player. Like, when does it stop, Safama? What's going on with you, man? I'm putting an S because everything's really good. I've never had anything from Chick-fil-A that was just like, even just like mid. Even the Chick-fil-A smoothie, like milkshakes, even the Chick-fil-A milkshakes are way better than they should be. Chipotle is going towards the top. They have 2.5 menu items and they're all good. Chicken sandwich, waffle fries, chicken nuggets, mac and cheese. It's all good. Chipotle's, once again, is A or S. But it's, if you think about like the style of food Chipotle does, nobody does it better than Chipotle. I think for that answer, it's got to be S. D. Danielle coming out of nowhere with giving Chipotle a D. I will say the queso's ass, but everything else is good to me. I would say the meat is pretty mid. The meat is a little mid, but the sides are elite. The guac, the rice and beans, all the different things, options they have. The meat is very fresh, but I do think the meat is a little mid. But I think Chipotle does it better than anybody else in their lane. Church's chicken. I've never had Church's. Yeah, the meat is questionable. The quality is inconsistent. Well, I've only had good ones, so even the one by me out here has like bad Google reviews, but times I've had it, it was good for me. Church's, I've never had Church's. So I cannot rate Church's, but I've also heard good things about Church's before. But for me, I've never had Cookout. I had once again while I was in Tennessee. It's like Burger King. It's practically Burger King to me. Culver's. I don't think I've had Culver's before. Del Taco. Never had it. They don't have these on the East Coast as far as I know. Churches like D or C. Cookout B. Super versatile menu. Listen, I only had it once, so I don't know enough. But to me, the one I had, I think it's like Burger King level. Denny's, I don't think I've had Denny's. Because I'm from Jersey. We have like diners in every town. So there's no reason to go to Denny's. Domino's Pizza. To me, Domino's is a solid B. C, D. You guys think Domino's is that low? Domino's is not S. Relax, okay? I think B is solid for Domino's. Domino's is like, okay, I want some like, I'm gonna get a whole pie for $8. All right, like, and I'm just gonna kill it. I think B is good, right? The garlic bread crust they got on it, like it works. It works in its own lane. A-tier pizza, nah. Maybe I think I'm biased because once again, I'm from Jersey. We got a lot of good pizza. Dairy Queen, I've probably had, but once again, like it's not memorable. So I'm gonna just put in never had because it's like not memorable at all. Pollo Loco never had. Firehouse Subs never had. Five Guys. Five Guys going towards the top. Five Guys is S for me. Only reason I consider putting it here is because the price. But if you want to talk burgers, I think there's two kings, and Five Guys is one of them. What other burger places besides Shake Shack are you putting above Five Guys? Their buns are weak. This man said Shake Shack. Oh, man. If we put Five Guys at A, I feel like I gotta bring Chipotle down. Chipotle, I don't think belong. Like, Chipotle, I think, is equal to Five Guys and Bojangles. Probably then. I might do this then. Yeah, I think this is good. IHOP. IHOP, I think. IHOP to me is Domino's. Domino's of breakfast. Maybe I haven't had IHOP in a few years. Domino's. But I can't put it next to Burger King. I think B. I think it's B. Like, it's a solid meal. I think B. Yeah, IHOP to me is a B. I'm not moving on that one. Yeah, it's not going next to Burger King. Cookout. Listen, maybe I just put Cookout and never had because I only had it once. No, IHOP is better than Burger King. I will disrespect the king all day, okay? Burger King has no idea what they're doing. All right, you know it's bad when they start throwing in random fucking items that they're just like, they're selling nuggets for like $1.50. Okay, there's not a single item on there. Nobody fucking craves Burger King. You're only going to Burger King if it's the only fucking place there. And you need some fast food. Stream is fucking hungry, gotta go. Injected smoke. Listen, I don't even hate the fucking injected flame broil whatever, but none of it is like good. It's just like, oh, okay, Burger King. Yeah, because you got shitty ass taste buds, you crave at Burger King. In-N-Out I had once. I would tell you right now, it's B tier. The burger does not compare to Five Guys and Shake Shack, which is it not on this list? That's crazy. All right, Shake Shack is S. There you go. I don't see it on here. But yeah, In-N-Out, you're only there for the. It's a solid burger at a really good price. In-N-Out's B. In-N-Out's B. Chicken fries are good. I mean, they're just chicken sticks, dog. It's like you could get that at a school lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just chicken sticks. There's nothing like it's okay. It's okay. They have that's what I'm saying. Like Whopper is okay. It's pretty good. It's okay. But like everything else on the list, like fish. All right, what are we doing here, bro? Like they have like 9 other items that nobody even touches. Put Chipotle at A because Chipotle is elite at their game. What are you gonna have? You have Moe's above Chipotle? We'll get to Moe's in a sec. Jack in the Box I never had. Jersey Mike's is really good. Jersey Mike's I think is A. I feel like most people probably haven't had Jersey Mike's though. Chipotle appropriates your culture? Good. Fucking good. Jersey Mike's is really good. Jersey Mike's is A. I haven't had it enough to call it S. Mostly because there's a place in the Northeast called Wawa that I went to more. I think it's really good. Could make most of their sandwiches at home, but not like cheese. They have like hot sandwiches and shit like that. Like I would never make like a chicken sandwich at home. Maybe I'm only putting it higher because Subway's so bad. I'll put it in B. Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's. I think I've only had Jimmy John's like frozen. Like the shit you get in the frozen aisle. So I can't feel like it's either the B or a C, but like I can't properly judge it. So I'm gonna put it in never had, to be honest. Jollibee. Jollibee is B to A. This is a new One Piece chapter? Yeah, dude. Jollibee is, I think it's B to A, but I think the fact that it's not for everybody, like the tastes are a little more for me because I am Asian. So I think B is good spot for it probably. I know like Asian people will have that shit in A to S. But B is a fair spot for it. KFC. KFC is an interesting one because KFC International is so elite. But KFC in the States is like B to A. Yeah, that's Teddy, exactly. That's what I'm saying. KFC in the States is like, yeah, like even you could go to a KFC and it's a C. So it's weird because KFC was probably in China. KFC is like my favorite. KFC is like A to S. In fact, I believe there's more KFCs than McDonald's in China. That's how popular it is in China. But if you get to the US, it's really mid. It's like B to C. But given that how good it does internationally, I can't put it in C. I'll put it in B. Yeah, KFC in the States is buns. But internationally is like A to S. Alright, y'all gonna just have to trust me on that one. Says that my uncle on the logo. Little Caesars. Little Caesars is Burger King. That's what I think. And Little Caesars is like Burger King. KFC better in Kentucky? I would imagine it's probably better in Kentucky. On a good day. Little Caesars like fucking $5 pizza. Okay? The food is not great. But it's how I consider it's like Burger King of pizza. That's how I see it. Like if you need some fast pizza, as the only one around, you'll get Little Caesars. Little Caesars is a step above Lunchables. So are the chicken nuggets Burger King try to sell. Long John Silver's I've never had. McDonald's. McDonald's has got to be, I think, B to A. It can't stand next to A. No, it can't be an A. Looking at the people in A, I don't think it could be an A. I think so. It's got to be B. Oh, but like KFC. But now I want to put. If McDonald's is A, IHOP might have to go to C. I feel like IHOP might have to go to C. Yeah, McDonald's is B. I'll put it near the top of B though. In-N-Out is probably here. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. That seems good. Yeah, I like looking at the rest of it. I don't think I could put IHOP in the same tier. Moe's is B tier to me. The queso is S tier. Everything else is pretty mid. The only reason I would go eat at Moe's is for the queso. If I get a burrito and there's no queso on the side, I would not buy anything from Moe's. The fuck is Moe's? Moe's is a C. Realistically, Moe's is a C. But the queso is an S. And just for the queso alone, I have to put it in the bottom of B. KFC in Dubai? I'm sure a lot of things in Dubai is very good. That sounds like my uncle's name. Moe's over Chipotle is a crazy take. Alright, I know Chipotle's got a little downhill ever since they've expanded into like every single fucking country. But you can't tell me objectively Moe's is better than Chipotle. Noodle Company, never been there. Panda Express is very good. I think Panda Express is A. I wouldn't put it in S tier because not everything is perfect. Panda is high C. You haven't gotten to regular stuff, have you? You're probably thinking about like the mushroom chicken or the Beijing beef. That's the shit that all the fucking the food that's catered towards Americans. The good stuff at Panda is mushroom chicken. Sounds fucking crazy, but you gotta get the mushroom chicken at Panda Express. I promise you. That is like the closest thing they have to like authentic Chinese food. Or the string bean chicken. To me, those are the two best items at Panda. Orange chicken and Beijing beef is like their most popular stuff. That I'm sure a lot of other white people rate very highly. I think those are kind of mid. But they also don't suit my flavor profile. I'm not basing it off one dish. The mushroom chicken is good. Some of the other stuff is pretty good. The fried rice lo mein, solid. And then they got two S tier dishes. Moe's gotta be because of cheese, because you put that cheese on anything, it makes everything better. Moe's, you have a C burrito and put an S cheese on it, and it becomes a B burrito. Panera bread. Panera bread is pretty. Panera bread is C to D, honestly, to me. That cheese on my nuts. Well, Panda, maybe not A. Panda, I would put, you know what? Top of B is fair, I think. I honestly, I would have it above In-N-Out. Yeah, maybe it's not there. Is Chipotle there still? Is Chipotle maybe here? We'll come back to it. I'll put Chipotle there for now. Nah. I think like nobody in this field I think still touches Chipotle. So I feel like it has to be at least A. Wait, no. What was that on? Panera Bread. Panera is pretty bad, I'll be honest. It's like fast food trying to be healthy. God damn, this list is long as fuck, but I haven't had a lot of these though, so. Is Panera C or D? I haven't had it enough to really... I got food poisoning. Yeah, we'll put it at D. The fact that I never even think about possibly going to Panera Bread, I think it has to be D. Salads, decent, soups. Yeah, it's just like, would you ever think about going to Panera Bread? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a Panera right by me. I would never be like, I don't even think about it. You would think about going, you are down bad, bro. My guy's going to Burger King and Panera, like... we gotta get you to some new places, man. Papa John's. The sauce, though. The sauce that they give you. Once again, it's one item that might carry it a bit. It's not going higher than B. I would probably say top of C. High C. No fast food pizza should go. But no fast. Exactly. I think Domino's is the top and it's staying there. Papa John's at C feels right. Maybe I am. And now I see Moe's. Moe's I see in the same realm as Papa John's though. Now that I think about it. Yeah, Moe's is there. Jersey Mike's. Maybe Jersey Mike's is here too. Alright, word. PDQ. I've heard great things about it, but I've never had it. Penn Station, East Coast Sub, never had it. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. See? Pizza Hut's okay. Like right next. Do you look Papa John's or Pizza Hut? Domino's over Pizza Hut all day. I've never had the Pizza Hut wings, I'll be honest. Pizza over Domino's? Okay, you know what? I will say this. Hold on. I will say this. Pizza Hut International, elite. It's like a proper restaurant. It's fucking crazy. If you go to a Pizza Hut in China, they're serving like Neapolitan pizzas. And I don't know if Domino's is stretched out like that. Oh yeah, actually I've seen those Korean Domino's pizzas. That shit look pretty good too. So maybe I'll put Pizza Hut above Papa John's. I'll put Pizza Hut here because of the international expansion. All right, we do need an intervention for Safama. I don't know how his opinions are all wrong. All right, but I don't know what's going on with that man. All right. Pizza Hut used to be good. I think they fell off over the years. I'm gonna put it at the top of C purely because it has that international stretch. We talking US. Nah, we're not talking US, all right? Because we're talking the world. Oh, Safama's still lurking, bro. I'm a casual fast food eater. You spell Shake Shack like he was Shaquille O'Neal, bro. What happened to manga? Listen, don't ask any questions. We just ended up here. Popeyes is S. Popeyes is S. The service, you just have to get past the service, and then the food is elite. The other thing is, most of the time, they probably don't have what you want. If you want spicy wings, you probably got to wait 45 minutes, but the food is still S. This is the chapter. This is actually what's happening in the chapter. Is the best fast food chicken? I would put it above Chick-fil-A. But it's such a weird thing. I think the Popeyes food is better, but his service is so ass for like almost every location you go to. Chick-fil-A, obviously the service is elite. But Popeye, the food is better. The food is better. Portillo's, never had. Potbelly, never had. Qdoba, I've actually never had. But I've heard good things. Have people had Qdoba? I know there's one in the mall by us in Jersey, but never had Qdoba. So I'm just gonna put in never had. It's worse than Moe's. Then yeah, that must be really kind of down bad because Moe's is just cheese. Moe's is just cheese. Quiznos, I think, is a definition of. Quiznos is like right above Little Caesar. Is it? I don't know. I've had Quiznos not many times. I might be like, do we go with Little Caesar's price or I don't know. It's right somewhere around there though. And then now I think about it, these don't belong here, bro. These two are down here. The Fama is from the upside down. Roy Rogers. Sbarro. Sbarro's the same thing. Sbarro might even be here. Yeah, Sbarro's Quiznos. Yeah, Sbarro's just Quiznos. Schlotsky's. Oh, there's Shake Shack. Shake Shack's going to the top. There we go. Sheets. What is Sheets, dude? Skyline? Sonic, I've not had enough to give a proper judgment. What do we think about Sonic? I'll trust y'all on this. I've had it once. It's just a burger. It was solid. I feel like it's C. C to B? Top of C? Nah, I don't think. Nah. Maybe here? Maybe here? I think here. Here seems good. Or here. I don't know. Here. There we go. Right by our hop. That feels good. Sonic is ass. Put it in C and move on. Alright. Steak and Shake I had once. Mid. Pretty mid. Maybe here. Yeah. I know some people, the Florida people love Steak and Shake. Sonic is flirting with D. Damn, I didn't know it was that bad. Subway. Subway's floating with D. But I would still put it at the bottom of C. Because once again, it has international strength. Actually, it's the international doesn't stack up as well. Subway's not a B, man. You gotta have some better sandwiches. Yeah, Subway. If you ever had their oven roasted chicken, that shit is a piece of rubber, bro. And the prices are getting out of hand too. I think Subway is bottom C at this point, honestly. When they had the $5 footlongs, like those days were all right. Now it's low C. It's low C for me. Subway S. Look at it. My man. We gotta get you some help, man. Swenson's. Never had. Taco Bell. Taco Bell's B. Taco Bell's B. And I think it's right around Domino's. D now? I haven't had it in a while. What's gone wrong with Taco Bell? Oh, they got rid of the dollar menu? See, I grew up on 89 cents double BV cheese burritos. And even recently, even as a couple years ago, you could get a mini quesadilla, wrap that shit in a soft taco. They do fuck up your guts. I think there is something to be said. It's the biggest fucking, I believe it's the second biggest chain restaurant in America besides McDonald's, which is kind of crazy. They got rid of the dollar menu. If they got rid of cheap stuff, I'll put it in C. Do they at least still have some like random boxes they do for like $5? The thing is, the taste of Taco Bell is still going to be Taco Bell. Like, I'll put it at C. I'll put it at top of C. Otherwise, I think it would have been like here around Domino's. Back in the day, at least. Taco Cabana. Waffle House is just for fights, no? Should Waffle House for F for fights? I've actually never had Waffle House. Oh, yes. They do actually have Wawa here, which is going to the fucking top. Waffle House is a sleeper. But I've never had Waffle House, so I can't speak on it. Wendy's, I think, is actually a sleeper. I think Wendy's has some genuinely really good burgers. The spicy nuggets are elite. Wawa, I might have been too fast to put Wawa at S, but Wawa is A. Yeah, Wendy's is a sleeper. Wendy's might be A. Wendy's top of B or A. I will say their prices are a little on the higher side than you expect. Outside of like their fucking whatever it is now, like 4 for 40s, like 5 or 4 for 5, whatever the fuck inflation has changed it to. I don't know if it deserves. Nah, it doesn't quite deserve to be A. Top of B feels right. I do think Wendy's is a bit of a sleeper though. Their burgers are, I think they're like out of all the fast food, like genuine fast food restaurants, like McDonald's and Burger King and stuff. If you get like a Wendy's Dave's single, that's like a genuinely actually good, like solid good burger. Whataburger I've never had because I'm not from Texas. White Castle is like C to B. I might put it at B. I don't know, man. B for the culture because of the movie. Have you had Whataburger? There's Whataburgers in Egypt? What's going on? C to D? Nah, I wouldn't go that low. It's definitely not B now that I think about it. I would put it above Sonic. It's just cheap. But there's something about it. At least for me, there's something about it. It's just like I want to fucking kill 8 cheeseburgers. I want to kill 8 sliders right now. And that's like the only occasion you would eat it. Have I had it recently? Maybe like a year and a half ago. White Castle is S? Nah, it's not S. Come on, Danielle. They hurt my stomach. Listen, man, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices. That's what I'm saying. White Castle is just like you in one of those moods. It's like kind of the same thing with Taco Bell, or at least before you could do that. You just feel like I want to kill like a bunch of shit to fuck my stomach up and feel bad about myself like in a few hours. But right now I'm gonna have some fun. So I'm gonna put it at C. What's left? Wiener Schnitzel never had. Zaxby's never had. So we're down to Wingstop, which I actually think is a little overrated. I actually think Wingstop's closer to C than B. But I haven't had it enough. Like, I haven't tried their new sandwiches or anything. Yeah, Wingstop I think is very overrated. I don't know what I never got the hype for a Wingstop. To me, it's C. Zaxby's a really high B. Never had it, so I can't comment. Fries are dry. Yeah, the few times I had Wingstop, they were not good. I might have to put it at like a bottom. Cool be on a good day? Listen, I never had it on a good day. And that's it. There's a lot of never hads. What's the biggest one you guys want to argue about? All right. Forget the never hads. What's the biggest one you guys want to argue about? Speak your case. If enough people fucking want to argue for it, so Fama, you got no chance, bro. I have not seen a single person agree with a single one of your takes so far. Subway B. Anybody else think Subway should be B? Speak up or forever hold your peace. Open Discord now. I'm ending stream soon. We're finishing this and I'm leaving. Pizza Hut B? You make the sandwich? What are you talking about? You know how many places you can make the sandwich? You can make the sandwich at Wawa. Quick check. Fucking all sorts of different places. Move Pizza Hut and Subway. It seems like people only talk about Pizza Hut and Subway. I'm willing to put Pizza Hut at the bottom of B purely because of it's international. But I haven't seen anybody else speak up for Pizza Hut, so. Subway lower to spy. Chick-fil-A is not S. What do you think it is then? A? I would be willing to move it down to A. But it's very good. Mac and cheese is good. The nuggets are good. The waffle fries are good. The fucking chicken sandwich is good. Like, I haven't had like their salad. Maybe their salad is ass. Chicken itself doesn't have enough flavor, but like comparing to what? To Popeyes, yeah. But compared to like KFC? They don't really... The thing is, Chick-fil-A doesn't sell like fried chicken. Maybe it doesn't deserve to be S because Popeyes is the king of chicken. I'll take that as an argument. Put Burger King and F in this list is good. What website did I read the chapter from? It's called Tier Maker Best Fast Food Casual Restaurants. This is the chapter, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know what Oda was cooking this chapter. But this is a chapter we got. Wawa and Chipotle too high? Who does Wawa better than Wawa? And who does Chipotle better than Chipotle? Like that type of, like, Jersey Mike's is not better than Wawa. Subway's not better than Wawa. Moe's is not better than Chipotle. Qdoba, none of that. Taco Bell. Panera don't got sandwiches like that. Panera sandwiches do not compare to Wawa sandwiches. You're not making the right sandwiches. That's what I'm finding out. Pizza Hut high B? No, it's not. It's not even better than Domino's. Domino's or Pizza Hut. I'm willing to take that argument. I think Domino's is clear of Pizza Hut. I'll do a poll if we have to. Cookout should be higher. Listen, nobody knows Cookout though. I haven't had. I'll put Cookout and never had if you want to. That makes you feel better because I only had it once. Hold on, I'll run a poll. I will run a poll and go to the bathroom, and once I come back, we'll see. All right, y'all decide. Oh, it's a close one. 55% Pizza Hut? God damn. It's only 11 votes. Oh, now we're 50-50, and now Domino's is taken. 53-47. I think in the US, Domino's is clearly better. I've only had Pizza Hut International and not Domino's. But I also seen some pretty good looking pizza in like Domino's Korea and shit. So I'll put them right next to each other. All right. At the very least, I think Pizza Hut is moving up. But it looks like Domino's is still going to win this poll. All right. And then we'll finish it off with this then. What deserves to be an F? Make your case for the F. Forget about things moving up and down. What deserves to be an F? Arby's into F. I would agree. Arby's was the first thing we rated. I would never think about going to Arby's. Arby's F, yeah. Look at everybody. I wish, is Savama still here? Who said Arby's needs to be an S? Sbarro and Quiznos. You know what? I will say. Sbarro and Quiznos. Thing is, these four are all locations I would never think of going. I don't know if any of them are like, damn, nothing is good there. Is Sbarro even good though? I haven't had these two enough to really hate them. I don't think Panera is cool. I don't think Panera is F. I think Panera is still good enough to be in D. Burger King. Now, listen, I've been bagging on Burger King this entire time, but Burger King is not F. We got two Burger Kings though. Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's is not F. Exactly. Sbarro's only is at like airports and malls. And train stations and shit like that. Has anybody had Sbarro enough to to give a judgment? We've got many people saying Sbarro and Sbarro belongs in the bucket of shame here. Bro's on Twitter. You don't have to use Twitter, bro. Just go to their page and click their link. Sbarro is fine in D. You know what? I'm fine with just having Arby's in shame. This is a final list then. Our impromptu fast food tier list, which only started because me and Teddy were literally just talking about fast food a little bit. And he said, fast food tier list went. And I decided now. So there you have it. Fast food tier list impromptu. And I might wrap up the stream right there. That might that might be a good place to stop the stream. We've been now all of a sudden going on for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Hold on, where'd my chat go? No, there we go. Cool. Now we're back. All right, yeah. That's gonna wrap up the stream. The chapter was really good. The impromptu tier list was pretty fun. But yeah, we'll be back next week, probably Wednesday when the next chapter drops. And yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. Peace. Later, everybody.